But did he drink it though?
Done deal. Come on. Hey man, let me try you some. Case closed.
Yeah, he did.
One of y'all in that's drinking. I'm tired of y'all, I swear. Y'all better not touch my stuff no more.
Stop slamming them doors.
Ooh. Oh. And she didn't even know.
Stories Unfiltered. Listen now on the Spectrum News app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Really, motherfucker, cut it back for. Oh yeah, where my cutter at? I seen it earlier. You seen it too? Right there. Up here.
I just remember as a kid being fascinated by hydros growing up on the island.
Oh, there go me.
Realized just the power of Mother Nature, and that's really kind of what so
telling
Southern
you.
California weather is both very interesting and also very challenging because we have multiple microclimates. Not only is our weather different depending on where you live, but also just the diversity of cultures really makes Southern California a unique place to live. I'm Robert Santos, meteorologist with Spectrum News 1.
Was that extra garlic bread really necessary?
Yeah, I think so.
You know that we're going to burst in the flames the instant she puts it on the table.
Oh, yeah.
Are you listening to this?
I was just distracted. Our new mobile bill just came. It's like surprise. You have all these added taxes and fees that I wasn't expecting. When I bite you, there's no surprises. You know exactly what you're going to get.
Yep, endless darkness and wandering the earth for all eternity with the same.
Just like a fairy tale. Added taxes and fees are evil.
Where's that garlic bread?
Switch to Spectrum Mobile, where the price you see is the price you get.
$2. Was that an old $10 bill?
You saved me. Dad? Are you okay?
Now, I need to go buy some water bottles. You need to have some water.
And AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. Start your day with your morning on Spectrum News 1.
Morning, everyone. Nice to
Have you ever
start the
seen
week with you.
Money?
This is your morning on Spectrum News 1.
You know, sitting there look like Pizza?
Get the latest in
Like
entertainment
these?
and hear the stories that matter
Yep.
most from your community.
One day, when you ever just remember, just look at his little hand.
Bring it to you each and every morning on Spectrum News 1. Weekdays starting at 5. Available on the Spectrum News app. Exclusively on Spectrum.
Yeah. I'm gonna put a call me a Dollar Tree better. Don't you think Dollar Tree would be better than that liquor stuff?
Update. LA County District Attorney George Gascon says a 2-year sentence may have been too short for a transgender woman who sexually assaulted a 10-year-old girl in Palmdale. The defendant was 17 at the time. Gascon is facing a renewed recall attempt, and he rescinded 2 controversial policies last week, including bans on prosecutors pursuing life
Yeah, I went to
sentences
that.
and
Yeah,
also
back then,
monitoring
until you gotta
juveniles as
count
adults.
cigarettes from
The
every
Huntington
shit.
Beach Police Department
I
is
don't
pushing
know,
back
everybody
on
like doing that.
unofficial
You said
GoFundMe
to count
campaigns for
cigarettes
an officer
and
killed in a
the
helicopter
lottery
crash on
tickets.
Saturday. The HBPD
The
said in a
little,
tweet that
Caesar
no
by
account
Snuggling?
has been set up or endorsed by Nicholas
She
Fella's
look like
family
it, huh?
or by the
What was
police
mine I don't
department.
see him?
And the 2022 Los
That
Angeles
food.
County homeless
I want
count is
that
set to begin on
suit,
Tuesday,
man.
as well as a 1-month postponement because of the surge in COVID-19 cases. Volunteers will spread out over 3 nights, starting in San Gabriel and San Fernando Valleys.
Time for weather on the one. We're going to see a significant storm in SoCal
Who
tomorrow.
going first to wash their
Late
ass?
afternoon, evening hours into early Wednesday
Make sure
morning.
you just clean
Some
your
rain,
eyes good
thunderstorms,
and
and
get out of
snow. Rain
there.
totals are going to vary quite a bit because
You
we
got
are going to see
school.
thunderstorms rolling through.
Like
Where the
you
cells
done?
end up, we'll see higher
Don't try to
totals.
sit up
And
in
also
there
the
like
snow
you do.
levels are going
No,
to drop
clean
down pretty
yourself
low
and
as the
get
cold front
out.
slides through. We're talking down to 2,000 feet. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has the entire
Clean under
coastline
your
basins
ears,
under
your
a general
balls, your
thunderstorm outlook
private,
for
your
tomorrow.
booty,
Again, spotty
all that,
thunderstorms
your
expected in
feet,
the evening.
your neck, your ears, your
Hey,
belly button.
clean your body, basically, man. Okay?
Thank you for being here. My name is
Ooh,
Owen
you
Singh,
gave that
and
baby a
tonight we're going to react
ooh.
to an alarming speech
How
from
did we
Russian
do that
President Vladimir
anyway?
Putin, questioning
Listening
the
to
predicate for
somebody
nothing less
listening
than
to
a
the
full
bell?
usurpation of Ukraine. Troops are repositioning. Dow Jones stock futures are down almost
Look
500
how you made
points.
that boy put
Now
up.
the world waits. UN Ambassador Linda
Plug
Thomas
in that boy
Greenfield
head. His
promised
mama
Russia
gonna be.
swift and severe
That's one
response
thing you
should
can't
it
fix a
attack
plug.
Ukraine.
No matter
The
what you
American
do, you
diplomat then
can't. You
added
got to
this.
go all the way bald, right?
In this moment,
No,
it
let's
stand on the sideline.
Look,
He must make it clear that an
look,
attack on
that's
Ukraine
ball, Jen.
is an attack on
That's
the
what you
sovereignty
did.
of every
No.
UN
For
member
what you
state.
did.
I want a plug bud, but not like that.
Yeah,
I didn't make it
then
long.
What he
his
is
plug was
calling
ball. Then
peacekeeping
you
forces
that
to two
ponytail was
separatist
clean.
regions
That
within
area was
eastern
clean.
Ukraine.
Off.
The CNN reports those troops could move into those
Look,
provinces
I'm talking about
in a
no
matter of hours.
Yeah,
Keep
you
talking
did.
about
Areas
me
have
cutting off
denounced
the ponytail
Ukrainian
from.
He
leadership
did a
and today
plug
could
when he
sign
was
a
big,
decree
though.
recognizing them as independent nations. Moving into them would amount to an invasion. The White House responded by imposing economic sanctions on two separatist regions. The
That plug,
administration
you got
did
a
stop
permanent
short
plug
of
in your
targeting
head,
Russia
nigga.
directly, saying it was still
Oh,
assessing
It ain't a ball,
Russia's
sir.
actions.
No, but
As
you got a
President Biden
plug.
works
You
to
got that
avoid
little
all-out
juke.
war, we look for some
Look at that
historical
nigga afro
context.
growing.
So we sent Lauren Poza to the Nixon Library in Yorba Linda on this day, this President's Day.
Oh, that's cool. Let's see it's like that.
Patriotic and proud, Paulette Perry is now retired. After teaching for
Yeah,
25
they
years,
free.
Bud
They
says
wearing
she's
the
still a
mask.
student
Well,
of
look at the
history
police.
at
Oh,
heart.
it's not the other side.
It's for us to go back to those days when
That
everybody
means you
worked
just
for
stop
a
wearing it. You been
Paulette taught a
quarantined.
variety of
Everybody
subjects,
be.
but says no matter
See,
the
you're
class,
lucky you
she
didn't have
took her
nothing on him,
students to
huh, Bill?
Washington, D.C. every year
Huh?
to
You
instill
thought
in
you
them a
had nothing
strong
on him, huh?
message.
Please take
They can do nothing about the leave. They know you have like no
break it
pipe
down
or nothing.
so that
No.
you truly understand what
You can tell
this
just fucked up
United
as a
States.
whole. You can just tell.
He messed this whole little thing up.
Yeah, you didn't see how he was looking?
He thought he was gone too.
He did?
And thought he was going to jail.
For what? For that warrant, but they couldn't. It wasn't a warrant to take him, right? Like yours. That Arizona one, they couldn't
You
get
can't do
him.
nothing. You can't. They ain't going
You don't have that forever on you until you just go to Texas one day and just
go to Texas and get stopped.
no, or go get it cleared. Duh. That's just like this thing until you go to Arizona and get that cleared. That's
That's what
gonna
he said.
forever
I
pop
want
up.
to know, like the cop said, I want to know who I'm talking to.
I'm gonna give you. That's why he wanna know your name was Tex. You know you Texas. You told him.
Nah. I said, shit.
You didn't tell your name.
Nope.
Why you scared?
Scared.
No, like
No.
you know they was gonna run your name.
Yeah.
You know that.
So, because I seen the Aaron Kane, but he was already right here though.
Ah, cockroach. Where?
Junior Killer Roach.
Yeah, he was on that damn recycle bag. What? Yeah, and jumped down. Money. You better get your plate. Get that shit up, make your pallet now. Get off of that. Get off. Let's go. Move the printer. You should have got all your stuff up before you went in there. Little dude.
I ride Junior bike.
Where you going?
Cause you gotta. You
No,
know
I got
you do that every time.
What I do now, Bill?
Every time I'm finna do something or go over there, you always do that. Last time it was truck stop. No,
What are you talking about?
no, it was.
What you talking about, Dad?
He trying to blame me and say
Yeah.
I'm the reason.
Then the other one it was
What?
7-Eleven.
Why he can't get his high
Then
school diploma.
Burlington and Michael. Every time.
Why you can't do
Every
what?
time.
Why he can't get his high school diploma?
Wait,
It's my
you can't
fault.
get a high school diploma?
Because of me.
You never got a high school diploma yet.
Because of me.
Why?
Wow, who did that? Who did that?
Not me.
What?
Who did what? Someone
Be
farted.
serious, man.
I didn't fire.
Someone.
That's on my mama. I ain't fired it.
Who did that, man?
I put that on my mama. I didn't fire it.
That is not me.
I didn't even that.
You gonna scream? Oh, you did.
Yeah, so you get mad like that?
Yeah, who did that,
Man, we sit up here talking and you gonna yell like that for a fart? And you get up and fart every
Why
morning.
he didn't get a high school diploma?
Dude, you
Daddy
get up
keep
and you
making
fart.
man? Who ain't that thing
Why
got
is it
Listen,
my
get your
fault?
butt go do what you're supposed to do.
Bro, what do you fuck?
No, he talking
Who
about
said
now
that?
to get this up.
I didn't say that, nigga. Which one of y'all farted like that? Who did that?
He do. I
I
know.
put that on my. Who did it though? Tell the truth.
It had to be you, Junior, because it hit me in the face.
In the face.
Wow.
Who's your mama?
You a lie?
It was one of y'all
You a
stink
lying
ass
motherfucker.
motherfuckers.
I'm over here.
Hey, let's go take a bath. Do
I don't know, but it was one of them.
it. And the other one start straightening that room up, money. Get that shit out of there. I'm telling you, if I get up, I'm gonna get you with that belt. I don't care if you go in that corner and start crying.
Hey, come on, get that. Wash your face, wash your hair. And when you get out, brush your goddamn teeth.
Please.
You all right?
When did you go to the dentist anyway?
June.
It don't matter. Ain't no fart like that, man.
Bill.
I should have slapped shit out of his ass.
Damn, that was you in for real?
Yeah, one of them. I swear I should have
Bill,
slapped
so
the shit
that's
out
why
of
you got mad because you ate the fart. Yeah. You did, huh? Yeah, you did. You actually eat that spell. You did. Oh.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming back.
Hey, quit playing.
Look out, I'm glad you called me back.
Man, what are you doing?
I'll give me a towel. I'm good. And a pair of drawers.
Get your drawers.
I'm a man of my word.
I'm gonna get your drawers, little Debbie.
You can't make the payments. You're gonna lose the shop and have nothing. Or if you sell it to me.
See, that's how I kept feeling too, Bill. Like every time,
what?
Like if people are being together, they're not supposed to be.
That's good as a contract. I wouldn't want to have
like blocking or not letting the other person achieve your dreams, like your goals. Like it's not supposed to.
Yeah, me neither.
I was bouncing on that damn recycle bag. Pull up.
He turned it down. You're a better businessman. You got
Find a way.
What do I want to watch, Becker?
I think we'll finish with the bank as we discussed. And
what?
I think we'll see you next week.
I hear you.
Are you sure you want to keep the barbershop open, right? Look, I'm a businessman. And the barbershop ain't exactly a cash cow. So I'm going to turn it into a gentleman's
I'm
club.
gonna keep trying, but when she stopped,
That's not what we
that's it.
discussed, Mr. Wallace. Now, you told me that the sign outside would always say barbershop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be called the barbershop. I'm going to keep that same theme going.
Wow.
Everyone's dressed up like new barbers. And you can come in and they'll give you a trim. And you can get some trim.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, Mr. Wallace.
It's too late. He already took the money.
You have a nice day.
I just don't understand why someone who's driving through these starlights acting. Now, see, I told Sitting Bull Cross Street over there not to put no cash machine in his toes. But black people.
Yeah, you got your plate out?
What are you telling, man? That's why black people can't have nothing.
You better have ain't no nothing.
He's Pakistan. He's from Pakistan. All I know
Yes, Papa.
Next time, pop his lip.
But if Jerome don't keep on, somebody liable to bust cap in his ass. You right there. He's gonna get bust cap in.
Samir is not Native American, okay? He's not Arab. He's not Mexican. He's not Eskimo. He is from Pakistan.
Pakistan,
Oh, that's what it is. Pakistan. Uh-oh, look at the little boy mama. Good Lord.
Boy, what's
you. Got a patch in the back of my head.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. It wasn't my fault. He kept moving, so
I did not keep moving.
Bless him.
Bless you.
he kept moving.
Something about it. Just think of it as a new style. Before you know it, everybody will be.
Nah, you got to go all the way.
People walking around with patch in their head. So that makes it free. Ain't that right?
Nigga, they all like a hound dog.
Oh yeah, looking for something to step on.
Jimmy will never touch your head again, baby. I promise.
So what time you gotta get up?
8. That'll be like 8:30.
You don't smoke before you go?
You better do soon, like 8:35.
Nah. I'm gonna be driving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get back at 11:30.
Damn, what I was doing, man, I was gonna watch something.
It's cold. Pillows are even cold.
It's the principle. That's right, the principle. He owed me money he's supposed to pay. This shot town find some things going out like a sucker.
You give me $5, nigga. Charge that shit up to the game.
Hey!
Why? Because there's a stupid women in every bunch of missing up there. Get up. You know what? But I tell you this, if he owed you some money, you'd be out there chasing him too. I want to whoop his ass last night when he owed me. Shut up. What you mean? Shut up. What? Keep it moving. Ain't nothing to see here. Come on back, man. I lost my head.
Can't tell the police people move.
Ain't nothing to see here.
Damn, my feet are cold. Man, your feet ain't
What
cold.
did you do?
How much? Your feet ain't cold?
No. My feet ain't cold, man. Not one bit.
Oh. They cold.
Imagine a world where potty training is fun, fast, and easy. Only pull-ups have Disney graphics that they run with to teach big kids to stay dry, so they're motivated to keep the music going. It's Macy's President's Day sale with incredible furniture and mattress specials, like the classic mattress sofas at $7.99.
Huh?
President's Day is done with.
Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying mattress purchase. Now at Macy's.
Super excited to open up my diploma from Southern New Hampshire University.
Your future is here.
Nervous and excited.
He is not no 21 years old. He look like an old ass 21-year-old. Oh no.
Yeah. You can go everywhere, man. I'm about to get my own business. I should have did that shit.
Yeah, we full of Motivating and pick each other up.
With unlimited DVR and personalized recommendations, YouTube TV is live TV reinvented for the 21st century. I prefer some of the earlier centuries. Yes, I do. You can start watching YouTube TV right now without having anything installed in your house.
Don't your brother call you all the time telling you get a job?
So sorry. Try YouTube TV for free. It's everything live TV should be.
Dear MS, from day one, you've tried to define me.
But I never invited you in. It's my life.
And this is my journey. I found a way to do
Fuck, what I'm gonna watch, man.
And infusion treatment that's 2 times a week for adults with relapsing or primary progressive forms of multiple sclerosis. This is further effective in reducing relapses in RMS and slowing disability progression in RMS and PPMS.
Don't take
Huh?
I said we live in 2 different lives going 2 different ways.
A common side effect of Ocrevus is infusion reactions, and some may require hospitalization. It can increase your risk of infections, which can be serious and may decrease certain types of immunoglobules. While PML is not reported in clinical trials, it could happen. An increased risk of cancer, including breast cancer, may exist.
Sorry, MS.
You don't get to control.
Every part of me. MS can't own us. Ask your doctor about 2 times a year Ocrevus.
Hey, Kevin, you want some lasagna?
Basically, like that.
I made lasagna. What? I made lasagna. Who said it? What? What?
Kevin, do you want some lasagna?
You stepped in what? What?
What?
What? I made lasagna. Tomorrow is my night. What?
Tomorrow is my young.
Your lapse is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unlock your gut. For your gut and your mood will follow.
Tell you, they had about 15 or 20 G's in that ATM.
I bet that those machines are worth more than the money that's in them. Made the reward for ATM machine.
I wish the money in it was mine.
That was me. I use that money. I take my girl out to a real nice dinner, like Red Lobster.
Oh, see, now that's upscale.
Red Lobster is the IHOP of shellfish. That is not upscale.
And don't hate cheese toast just because I'm eating scampies and
That nigga said cheese toast.
You know what, man? You're a truly ignorant. You probably don't even know what a scallop is. You know a scallop ain't even a shellfish. You know that?
Did you know you get on my nerves?
Calm yourself, man. What happens if it's too late? What's with the dog?
Get them dogs out of
You
here.
like dogs. You stay with old boy?
Don't make me smack.
That nigga say you like dog. You still with a what?
This one is you buy this one, you get this one half off. Don't come back, man. Never come to get shot for people, I work for me. Kevin, what that boy name? I told you 4 times. That's Ricky. Ricky. What the hell you think you doing over there?
Hey, like I'm just trying to get him clean like them Gillette commercials, you know?
See, that's the problem with y'all today. Y'all don't know nothing. Sit up there, just watch too much TV and listen to that Jigger Ray and all them folks up in there, Hibbity Hobbity and nonsense, and don't know nothing. Let me tell you, man. Rick, get that off there and lean him back. Lean him back right there. Roots, give me a hot time. Dinka, Eddie, Dinka. 1, 2. You young boy, let me get this level up here. Yeah. Put that tab on your feet. Okay. Get your phone nice and elaborate. Y'all come on around here and learn something. Peter, you finish that up. Put that on there, Ricky. Put that on the side. See, in my day, a barber was more than just somebody to sit around in a cuckoo shirt with his dog hanging all out. In my day, a barber was a counselor. He was a fashion expert. He was a style coach, pimp, just general all-around hustler. But the problem with y'all cats today That he got no skill, no sense of history. And then, with a straight face, got the nerve to want to be somebody. Want somebody to respect you. But it take respect to get respect. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm old. But Lord willing, I'll be spared the sight of seeing everything that we have worked it for. Flushed down the drain by someone who don't know no better. Or
You do better when you know better.
It's cool. I don't want this. See, that's smooth. When he get through, his thing gonna be real smooth, like Gary Cole.
Calvin, what's going on?
What you mean?
Janelle called me and said that she saw Lester Wild.
I just know I won't stay on my business.
Started in business with a loan shark.
Mr. Wallace is not a loan shark.
Wait.
He's just a businessman from the street.
Why is he here? Calvin, Lester Wallace was here.
He had to get that faded a little bit, so I just, no, all right, come on, I'm gonna show you something. It's gonna make you.
I got it, I got it.
Check it out.
What did you do?
I sold the shop.
I sold the barbershop.
Calvin, you sold your father's barbershop to Lester Wallace? Don't.
You know, we're trying to get our first studio off the ground. Yeah.
My dear father, we men marry the women we deserve. Hopkins. Like Hopkins.
What is it you with all these spontaneous
I hope not.
when we gotta get
You told the Atlanta tournament had begun and he was the only one permitted to win. Now let's run through that again. Were you or were you not in Vector's dressing room that day?
And we in debt because
Yes,
of that. It's
now I
because of
remember.
him. I'm not gonna work my ass off for that. What they saying? Something about a monkey coming back, but his arm has too much pressure.
Tacos for $3.50 or try them big
Too
for
much
$4.50.
I'm Skylar. Tessa, you said he was cute. Emojis are cute. That guy is melting my sunglasses.
You know what?
The first day I met you.
I don't need Oprah's
Tessa, you said he was cute. Emojis are cute. That guy is melting my sunglasses.
The first day I met you, it was the best day of my life.
I love you, Tessa.
He's reaching out to you. Reach back.
And I'm just trying to tell you something.
Paramount Plus is a mountain of entertainment. Oh, this is wagon trains, patrol cars, and star hits. Let's go. This is Big Red Dogs, big dramatic goals, and a big freaking deal.
Hello, Master Chief.
This is rumbling, cruising, and blasting off. This is live sports, exclusive originals, and a mountain of entertainment.
The train is coming true.
Paramount Plus, stream now.
Over here. Let's go save some.
It's gonna be close.
We're doing this work. It's close.
You need to shoot?
Let me hear, dog. Let me hear. Let the toe go.
My father was right. Jordan just used me.
No, I'm a stupid boy. Why didn't I invent something? Maybe something to make women's asses smaller. Get a Nobel Prize.
Was my life so empty that I had to chase after some high school fantasy?
Sure seems that way.
Thanks, Becker.
Pops, just manifesting my own deep-seated insecurity. I know this because psycho bum told me so. You know, you two have got to stop beating yourselves up. Come on, Reggie. You got to spend some time with an old flame. You had a couple of laughs. It's not your fault that he turned out to be a jerk. Think about it. Now he's in jail. Now, if that isn't payback, what is?
You know what, Jay? You're right. Thank you.
Got anything for me?
It's Macy's President's Day sale with incredible furniture and mattress specials. Like the classic Radley sofa, $7.99, and the elegant Monroe queen bed, just $2.99. Plus, get a free adjustable bed with a qualifying mattress purchase.
As a matter of fact, I do. Now, you're jealous of this wrinkle cream guy, right? Well, you have every right to be. Think about it. You're not rich. You're not famous. You never do anything. You never go anywhere. You don't have a girlfriend. You live in a rat hole. How is this helping? Well, don't you see? Your life is crap. If anyone has a right to be jealous, you know something, you're right. Most people couldn't stand even one day of my life. Thanks, buddy. My pleasure.
Oh, we got nightlight. Huh?
Peter wants you to receive the miracle sprinkle to release prosperity in your life.
Like peaceful person, we said.
For adventure, your home. Your home.
David, what are you doing here? Wait for my wife. I'll tell you, you can't move it.
What is it? David killed Sam Chan.
Come on, I'm being trained, man.
Following me, or are you watching the bar?
You got all cats here?
Both.
Hey, don't go in there.
Zest Fest. Blue Diamond All.
To all the kisses that led to this one. Celebrate every kiss with K. Essential Mist Aroma Fragrances for an exhilarating blend of essential oils, curated with citrus and mint to uplift the senses and transform your mood.
Hello, Reg.
Essential Mist Aroma.
Love a club sandwich, French fries, and a cup of coffee. I'll make that a milkshake. Chocolate. Okay. Do you have any of that pie left over from yesterday?
Becker?
I'm not getting my dinner, am I?
I have a date.
Well, this isn't right. Who goes out on a Friday night?
Look, Becker, he's going to be here any minute, and I don't want to waste the first 2 hours explaining you.
Who is this guy? What's he do?
Why do you care?
I don't. No, forget it.
Okay, well, if you must know. He's a dentist.
A dentist? You're going out with a guy who couldn't even get into medical school?
Good night, Becker.
All right. I'm not being fair. You and your dentist go have a wonderful dinner. Let me just grab one of my smokes.
Sit over there, fish.
You know, when you came in, you sounded
Either that or go see Eddie.
different.
I want to see Eddie.
Almost, I know, happy.
Happy?
Well, for you.
Yeah, his nose hurts.
Just the end of the week, guys.
Nose hurts.
Well, have a good time. Don't forget to fall.
Would it have killed you to say something about the dress?
I don't think I know everything. I'm just saying that being educated guarantees I spend the rest of my life behind bars, and that's what's about. You're being independent to say that we're not talking about what we're talking about. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Being educated means you have opportunities at home. You gotta stop. Like a bunch of little kids, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Getting a headache. You know what, man? That's cool. You know, I'm not gonna get worked up in here because I know this is not the end of the line for Jimmy J.
Well, me.
Yeah, and a lot of that's
And Mr. Cruz were sitting at the bar. They were at a table. They were at a table and you were at the bar. So, in other words, you weren't sitting with them when you overheard this conversation. That's right. Now, Stevens is sort of a small singles bar, isn't it? Yeah. And it was a Friday night, so the place must have been jammed. Yeah. What was to say there were about 60, 70 people there? About the same number as in this
Yeah,
bar?
yeah, something like that.
Your Honor, with the court's indulgence, I would like to try and reconstruct the circumstances at Stevens Bar on the night in question.
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance. Overruled. Given the potential damage of this witness's testimony, I'm going to allow Mr. O'Malley to continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need your help. We need you to pretend that you're at a bar. It's Friday night. You're out with some friends, having a couple of drinks, talking, laughing, having a good time. Okay? It's okay, folks. You can do this. You heard the judge. He said it was okay, right? Uh-huh. Now, no, I said a good time. Good time. Folks, come on.
To your son like this must come as a shock. Enjoy the show. Now you listen to me now. Mama died, I was happy to have you come live. But I pay the rent, and it's my TV, and I'll watch what I want. You understand?
That chair been messing with you again?
What's the money? What's my mama code?
You just better watch yourself or you gonna end up firewood. Well, I gotta go. Oh, watch LA Law for me and tell me what happened.
Oh, sure. But it ain't fair. Your favorite TV show and you almost never see it.
That's okay. You just make notes and give me a real detailed script. What you want, bro? Oh. I ain't got time, honey.
Oh, now seems like the only chance I get to make love to my wife these days is in my dreams.
Okay, you just make notes so you can give me a real detailed
Hey, lady, want to buy what?
Joey! Oh, Rocket's gonna be so thrilled to see you.
Terry,
Hey, Joey.
That's it. You don't see your brother for 5 years and that's it. Hey, Joey.
Right. Hey, Joey, where's my money?
Hey, that's nice. Come here. So, where's Daddy?
He's upstairs, believe me.
You okay?
Yeah, no thanks to you. Daddy's last 2 birthdays, I sent him cards, forged your signature so he think you remembered. Oh,
Just call it, don't get it.
gift.
I might be forgetful, but I ain't cheap.
That's okay. You just tell us what you've been up to.
Well, I did it. I put together jazz group. Yeah, we've been doing all over the place. Unfortunately,
Last month in Chicago, I bumped into a telephone pole and split my lip. I can't play a note.
Oh, that's terrible. A telephone pole.
Yeah, my girlfriend's husband lifted me up to it. So I figured it was a good time to come back to Baltimore, see my lovely family, spend some time with them.
Sponge off them?
Sponge off them. With no money coming in, I had to give up my flat in New York.
You're forced to come crawling to me.
No, that's not true now. There's dozens of people I could have come crawling to. Now I chose it. Come on, Rock, you gonna put me out in the cold? You swore to our mother on the deathbed. You look out.
I got caught up in the moment. All right, you can stay. But just to the left heel. And you gotta find another job. Pay your keep.
Bye, babe. Joey, there's a spare bed in your daddy's room, and I think you better sleep on the couch tonight. I gotta go to the hospital.
You sick?
I work there.
Oh, I thought you was making a fashion statement. So, still work on the dock?
Trying to be a much better job with the city. I'm a garbage man.
Seriously, what you doing?
I'm a garbage man. And have to do a fine job with great perks. You see this refrigerator?
Yeah.
You see this table?
Yeah.
You see this lamp?
Yeah, I see the lamp.
You see this rug?
See the rug.
You see this piano?
Yeah.
Didn't cost me a cent. All stuff that people threw out.
That couch I'm gonna sleep on? Mind if I watch the used TV?
Oh, no, you go right ahead. You know, that's why they call it an infant. How many times I got to tell you? Joey! Oh, my boy! Oh, why you tell me he's here? You said not to awake you once you're asleep, even if Jesus comes rapping on the door. Jesus, sure, but not Joey. So what you sitting there for? Go get us something to celebrate with.
Just a little ice in mine.
My boy! Thank you for all those birthday cards.
No, you don't think I forget my daddy's birthday?
You got a fine penmanship. Watching on the TV.
Oh, that's the Simpsons.
Oh, I hear it's a real funny show. I'll watch it with you.
Hey, you morning, Rock. Hey, you mind if I see some of that USA Today? Thank you. Wait a minute, this is USA Yesterday.
That's perks. I get them on my route.
What, you mean you read the newspapers from the day before? You're always a day behind.
And a quarter ahead and $1 on Sunday.
Oh, what you gonna do with all them quarters?
Every one of them goes into a special safe. You boy here at school, I'll have enough to put your down payment on the kind of house I always dreamed about. Semi-detached. I never lived in a house that had a wall with no one on the other side of it. A man comes home from work, tired, wants to get away from the world. All he has to do is sit up against that. He's all alone in his castle. If I gotta read yesterday's funnies that get me a wall like that, it's okay with me.
Well, the only problem is when you finally go to buy your dream house, somebody will beat you to it because they read the one ad today before you did.
I ain't worked that out yet.
Well, I don't feel like waiting around till tomorrow to find out how last night's basketball game went. Where can I get a paper?
There's a news rack right out front.
Got it. Oh, morning, Eleanor.
Hi, Joey.
Hey, baby.
Hi, baby.
No, baby.
No, baby.
Tired, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Night, baby.
You got it, baby. Night.
Night. Damn it. One more basket I was on my bed. One lousy day.
And I can tell you who missed that basket. The white boy. What white boy? The white boy on the team he bet on. You don't even know what team that was. Don't matter. They all got to have one white boy. Don't matter how slow or uncoordinated. It's a league rule. Come on, that's crazy, Pop. You trying to say there ain't no good white basketball players? You trying to say Larry Bird ain't good? Larry Bird? Well, sure, he's good. He's real good, but he's black. Larry Bird is black. Now, you didn't know that? Sure, they just put white makeup on it, straighten his hair, and put those tinted contact lenses in his eyes, but he's black, all right. So Larry Bird was born and bred in Holland. His real name is Abdul Mustafa. Well, I gotta go to work. I'll see you later. Hey, what you got in there, Rock? It's Eleanor's birthday. I got her this here DVR machine. Now she can watch all of her favorite shows. Yeah, but you. Right. I found it in someone's trash. Well, trash, did he find it? Does it still work? Not yet, but I'm meeting my buddy Wiz after work. He'll fix it up like this. But they call him Wiz because he's some kind of electronic person? No, because they got a problem with his platinum. Illinois ain't gonna mind. I mean, it's no. Oh, no. You see this dishwasher? This is what I gave her for her last birthday. I found it. Wiz fixed it up. She was thrilled. Real, huh? What'd she do? Jump on you and kiss you and make passion love to you on the kitchen table? No. That's not our style. Don't make love on no kitchen table. Not your kitchen table. You don't know where it's been. You want to make yourself useful? You bring that to me at Charlene's bar. Okay. Hey, Rock, wait a second. This is kind of embarrassing for me because you know I hate to borrow money. Oh, you know how I hate to lend it. Yeah, just I didn't realize it was Eleanor's birthday. And she's been so great, you know. Let me barge into her home and put me up like this. She's been a real sister to me, and gosh, I can't even afford to get a birthday gift. I'm sorry, I feel ashamed. I feel really ashamed. Hey. I'm sorry. Come on, don't. Here's $20. But you go get us some. Thank you, God. You're the best, man. I don't serve a brother like you. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get my life together too. Okay. Hey, Rock, I love you, man. Yeah, Mickey. Yeah, this is Joey. Yeah, listen, give me $20 on Billy's hope to win in the third tomorrow at Pembroke. Right.
It is just as simple as someone being able to see that it's possible. This is a story of hope.
Okay, I'm thinking baby boss.
How do I look?
Like a badass captain knows what's up.
Black culture is still relevant. Now we can show people something from this lens.
There is a divergence in time. Welcome to the road not taken.
Earth, 2024. A single trip is vastly more dangerous than we realize. None of our tomorrows are guaranteed. You have one final frontier yet to come.
We want to make a movie. This could become a cultural phenomenon. Like we've never seen before. This is not just some gangster film. This is a story about family. What do we produce? Do whatever it takes. I'm going to handle it. Here's our opening line. I believe in America.
You can find this performance. Guarantee you appreciate it. Okay. She got to know that moment's notice. You will not hesitate. Put the pinpoint down on Jesus himself.
Everybody in such a hurry for? It's on fast forward. We'll need some more parchment for the other stuff can work. But I wanted to at least show it to Eleanor tonight. It's a shame white people can't really move that fast. Might make better basketball players. Hey, you know what I got, Eleanor? A framed picture of Malcolm. That's what you get her every year. Of course. I can't disappoint her now. Hey, I'm not late for the party. Will you look at this, man? Is that new? Of course it is. I can't show up for my sister-in-law's birthday in an old suit, and that ain't all that's new. Hey, Daddy, come in and try this on. Can't have my daddy walking around in an old tattered bathrobe.
Hey, how you doing, Mr.
Thank you, son. Hey, Rob.
Take it to get her to come through there and talk to you.
These are the best work gloves money can buy. Oh, they're the rage in Paris. All the garbage men wear them.
Where'd you get money for?
From the most beautiful fillies in the city of Baltimore.
Where'd you get money to bet on the horse?
He gave it to me. Oh, which reminds me. Here's your $20 bet.
No, wait a minute. I gave you that money to buy my wife a gift.
I can't get no gift for no wonderful lady like Eleanor for no $20. Rock, I can't so.
You cried to me for that money, and I almost cried back. And then you go and bet it on a horse?
Hey, wait, now you're not angry. Wait, Daddy, can you believe this, man?
Now, Joey, you and Rock are both my sons, so don't go asking me to take sides here. Especially when it's so obvious he's acting like a jackass. Now, you told me you were going to get Eleanor a gift with that money. You lied to me.
I didn't lie, Rock. I got her a gift. I got her a great gift. Now, if I did what I said I was going to do, how can I be lying?
Ryan worked that out.
Come on, Ryan. We got enough bad luck in our lives as it is. Now, a little good luck comes along, you might as well enjoy it. Right?
Well, maybe you're right. What you get? Look at this.
I got her a brand new, top of the line, state of the art, cable compatible VCR.
VCR.
This is a $500 machine. Some guy named Dwayne down the street sold it to me for $75. Can you believe that?
I can believe it. Dwayne's a thief. That's stolen property.
See, that's not our problem, right?
Anyhow, how you know Dwayne stole it? Maybe he just looted it in some ride. Well, stolen or not stolen ain't the point. How could you get Eleanor a VCR knowing I got her one? Exactly. You go get her this sleek, modern one. You trying to shame me in front of my woman?
Of course not, Rock. I figured we saved it from both of us. It was your $20 that made it possible.
I don't need nobody to buy me no gift for my wife's birthday. You understand?
What's going on here?
I'll tell you what's going on. My brother and I comparing gifts. We got you for your birthday. Seems like he got you this brand new, top of the line, state of the art, cable compatible VCR. And I got you this.
Because they stick it to me. Yeah. Thank you. When you at the barbershop, you keep your mouth. I want you to be inconspicuous.
All right, now wait a second, man. Wait a second. I didn't know you was gonna take it like that.
You gotta give it up to Martin Luther King.
All right. Now that might have been stupid, but hey, I thought it was gonna please you. But ain't no VCR more important to me than my truck.
I don't exactly follow the logic of what's going on here, but I sure as hell ain't gonna be left out. Nothing personal, Malcolm.
Gosh, really shouldn't have. Listen, big fool. Next time you want to make some symbolic gesture of fraternal affection, you smash up your own crap.
Well, she got a point there.
And you it ever occur to you that when Malcolm X was fighting for the rights of blacks, he was also fighting for the rights of black women? And one of those rights is to have at least one wall in her house without a picture of Malcolm X on it.
Saving the best for last, right?
Damn right. How long I gotta wait before you give me something somebody else didn't throw out?
Well, it gives you a lot of pleasure.
We're both sensible practical. We need sensible practical lives who live in garbage cans. Me and you. But ain't it fun? Show somebody that you care about doing something that ain't so simple and practical, because they can't ain't at all. All practical. It's a crazy thing to do. Crazy. So remind somebody you do care about. From time to time, Rock, you gotta do something.
You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation. That's all I gotta tell all the about that. Ain't nobody exempt in the barber shop. You know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barber shop. You know you want to. I'll say one thing. You better not know that. Just exactly what you talking about. Like, man, forget Jesse Jackson.
Really wasn't able to see.
I guess I was a little hard on you.
100% right in everything you said. After you left, Joey, Dad, and me went to Charlene's bar to drown in our sorrows, trying to come up with an answer.
Answer to what?
What's the craziest thing I could do to show you how crazy I am about it? Yeah, everybody in the bar was helping out with suggestions. Joey thought I should hire you a gypsy violinist to come and serenade you. Wiz said I should take off work today and fly you to New York to spend a weekend at the most luxurious hotel in town. Daddy said I should hire a pony.
A pony?
Well, ever since he was a kid, he always wanted to have a party with pony rides. And then Charlene suggested I hire you a male stripper.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, but I wasn't satisfied. I wanted to do something even crazier, something you never believed me doing in a million years. And suddenly it came to me in a flash. So I decided to go out and buy you a dress. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's nice. But a dress, what's so crazy about that?
Well, not just any dress, a designer original from the most exclusive shop on Charles Street.
That's really nice. But I still don't quite see why you think that that's so crazy.
Eleanor, I bought you a dress from that shop that was not on sale.
Not on sale? Rock, you did.
Yes, I did.
Rock, you never bought anything that wasn't on sale in your whole life.
I know. It was the weirdest experience I've ever had.
Not on sale?
Oh, I wish you could have been there. Oh, the sales lady was so nice and helpful. Once I convinced her I wasn't there to rob her, that is. She kept showing me all these great dresses, and I would scratch my chin and consider each one. And then finally, she showed me the dress that I knew would be perfect for you.
Oh, not on sale. Not on sale. Oh, Rock. Oh, thank you. I'm going to go up to the bedroom and try it on. You give me a few minutes to come on up. That's okay. I got a hunch it ain't gonna stay on. That's all.
I know you're not supposed to leave price tag on the gift, but under the circumstance, I thought you might want to.
$126. $1,000. You paid $1,000 for a dress. Are you crazy?
But you want to be crazy?
Yeah, crazy, not brain dead.
Oh, honey, now come on.
Touch me. Who the
I wasn't sure the dress was crazy enough, so I wanted to play it safe.
So you hired a violinist too?
Yeah, I found him in some Bulgarian restaurant.
You
He plays a little class, but hey, inside Furman, don't the birthday kid come up. Not there. Oh, Daddy. I went down and picked him out myself. Now, they had another one, black all over, but I didn't want to use your birthday to make no political statement. And what have we here, Eleanor? Check this out. In that envelope, I think you'll find 2 plane tickets to Manhattan, reservations for a room at the Plaza Hotel, and 2 tickets to Miss Saigon. I wonder how they got there.
I would kill.
I think this party just turned ugly. Hey, Daddy, why don't we show Whitey and Zoltan the rest of the neighborhood?
How much did all this come to?
A little over $2,000.
$2,000? That's a third of what we got saved for our down payment. $2,000? You know how many garbage cans you gotta empty to make $2,000?
175,914. I figured I'd wait.
Ultimate breakfast. They're like breakfast with a little more. I don't know. I may be documenting
Why you crazy?
To hear you laugh like that, I'd empty a billion cans.
That's the most beautiful thing anybody ever said. Hey, where's that male stripper?
Looking at it, man.
Thought my tiny tacos were tasty before. You're right. And now that they have nacho cheese flavor in every bite, you're even right. Get my nacho tiny tacos for $3.50 or try them bacon loaded for $4.50.
Tessa, you said he was cute. Emojis are cute. That guy is melting my sunglasses.
The first day I met you, the best day of my life.
I love you, Tessa.
He's reaching out to you. Reach back.
Back on Paramount now, where entertainment lives. The theme song from Halo.
You expect me to pay you double by 7 o'clock? Come on, Mr. Wallace.
I want to make a movie. This could become a cultural phenomenon. The likes we've never seen before. This is not just some gangster film. This is a story about family. One big producer. Whatever it takes, I'm going to handle it. What is our opening line? I believe in America.
We're here. Let's go save some lives.
It's going to be close. We're doing this work. It's close.
You hear me?
my clouds, and I feel better now. Oh, I feel better now.
Perdón, es todo el sabor del queso para nachos de mis Nacho Tiny Tacos. A ver, pide mis Nacho Tiny Tacos por $3.50 o pruébalos con mucho tocino por $4.50.
Come on in. With you in a minute. Okay.
You use all this stuff?
Religiously, every day.
Pain?
Get used to it. And it pays off a lot better than some of the stocks I've been in. Oh, I'm a 186.
Yeah? You look thinner than that.
That's my cholesterol. Okay. Please sit down. Let's get right to it. Sam Chandler. Quite a guy. David O'Malley does one phenomenal job getting him off, and then Sam sleeps with his wife in return.
Yeah. I remember your father's death.
So do I.
At the time, there was some speculation that Sam had a hand in it.
Wasn't speculation. I never got involved in my father's business. I never wanted to. Then one day I got a call. My father was shot 4 times in the head while he was getting a haircut. I knew what he did. I wasn't surprised. I was 23 at the time. Now I could have retaliated, which means taking over my father's business and starting a war. Or I could choose peace. I hated Sam for what he did. But I chose peace because I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want that kind of life. Mr. Matlock, I didn't kill Sam Chandler. If I'd have wanted to do that, I'd have done it a long time ago.
I still have to ask you where you were that morning.
Jogging. I jog every morning.
Did anybody...
People see me. I don't know if anybody remembers seeing me that particular day. Wait, sir.
What are you gonna do? Jackie's crazy. I'm not staying here without you.
Vicky, huh? Don't worry. You're safe. He's looking for me.
Well, what should I tell him?
Tell him you haven't heard from me. You don't know where I am. Hey, they'll pay me out for a couple of days. As soon as I get the money, we're going.
Okay. Go.
I need to say it.
Yeah, Vicky, how are you? Good. Come here.
You look exhausted.
Bad night. Staking out the house.
Yeah.
Popcorn?
Got a lot of this?
Yeah.
Vicky, you don't have to do it this way.
I don't know where he is.
You're better than that.
I swear I don't. Please stop it.
Tell Jack he's got 24 hours to call. If you don't, I'll be back.
Hi, man. My name is Conrad McMasters. May I talk to you for a moment?
What is it?
I need to talk to you about the guy.
Hi. Oh, are you all right? Let's get some ice on that.
He was looking for her boyfriend, Jack Rinaldi.
David, the cleaning crew. What are you doing looking through my stuff?
Preliminary hearings tomorrow, Ben. I want to see what you have. You got anything at all?
You know Jack Rinaldi?
Yeah, I don't.
He seems to be the key to this case.
No, he's totally unimportant. And if that's all you have, we're going into court tomorrow with nothing.
David, I don't want you looking through my stuff. I've got other cases with secrets that have nothing to do with you, and I don't want you looking at them.
I just wanted to see what you've got. You work so differently than I do, Ben.
We're not going to trial in the morning. We've got time. I know I work differently from you. And I know that must make you nervous. I guess I'd be nervous too if I faced the prospect of going to prison for the rest of my life. I can step aside. You can get somebody else, or you can handle it yourself. But like they say, a man who represents himself has a fool for a lawyer. Here, take the rest of Conrad's popcorn, go home and think it over. But whatever you decide, you're not getting my feedback.
Results of Genevieve studies side effects. Unrelated medications have increased risk of death and stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and measure your pressure levels under 25. Call your doctor about fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which could be less likely. Organ control, cholesterol levels, increased cholesterol, weight gain, high blood sugar.
I want you to find Jack Rinaldi
Urges, dizziness, unstanding, seizures,
and make him disappear.
when depression sets you back, keep moving forward. Make an appointment to talk to your doctor about adding Rexulti to your antidepressants. With 20% off more than furniture, baby owners could
Keep me posted.
of the residents. Members of the House motion to instate community refrigerator. It's kind of hard to take that feeling like you just went through. Whether you're 10, 30, even 50,000 or more in debt, there is a way you can
Grit,
get easy debt. It's
determination, and a big set of horns. Do you have what it takes? That is how it is done. Watch PBR Ride Pass now on Pluto TV.
Freedom now, so you can breathe easy again.
I'm now successfully debt-free.
Freedom that really was very
1883. New series now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
certified debt consultant.
Come home to bed. She moaned the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. I with nothing but a fine. I know I'm playing. Ain't that a shame? Still, baby, won't you please come home? Yeah, baby, won't you please come home? Oh, yeah, baby, won't you please come home? Oh. Good
ready for what you missing.
You were my lawyer.
Well, hell, I think that was a little fun.
Uh-huh.
You want something? Chili's pretty good.
Maybe later. So what's so urgent?
Feeding. Well, anyway. I got a call from the DA. After you left the office, he's got another witness.
Who?
Your wife.
My wife?
She's going to speak about it.
Susan is going to testify?
Charlie, bring us a couple of coffee. The assistant DA said that she'll testify that you're so jealous of her that when you found her over Sam Chandler's place, you went into a murderous rage.
This is quiet.
Is it true?
Yeah, it's half true. I am jealous because I love her. So much, in fact, that I always forgive her, which is pretty stupid, I suppose.
And you did go after Sam Chandler.
Yeah, but Sam wasn't important. I just wanted to make sure that Susan was going to come back.
And she's lying.
Yeah.
Can you corroborate?
The maid, Shirley. Yeah, we could fly her down.
Detective Cox, can you identify this revolver course? This is my tag. That's my mark. I found this weapon at the scene of the crime. It was later determined to be the gun that was used to kill Sam Chandler. And to whom is this gun registered? Defendant David O'Malley. Thank you, Detective. Nothing further.
Mr. Medlock,
No questions, Your Honor.
you may step down. Call your next witness.
The people call Susan O'Malley to the stand. Mrs. O'Malley, how long have you and David O'Malley been married?
15 years.
And during that time, did you ever have an affair with another man?
Yes.
Did your husband know?
I think he suspected I was having an affair with Sam Chandler.
Mrs. O'Malley, would you call your husband a jealous man?
Oh, yes, very.
Was he possessive?
Completely.
And did your husband ever learn about your affair with Sam Chandler?
Yes, the night before Sam was killed, David found me at Sam's house.
How did you react?
He became violent.
What do you mean violent?
He grabbed my face and squeezed it very hard. He's a very strong man. I didn't know what he was going to do.
And then what happened?
He threatened me. He made me tell him where Sam was.
Where was that?
Todd's Grill.
And then what did your husband do?
He finally let go of me and he ran to his car and took off.
And could you describe his emotional state as he left you that evening?
He was in one of his jealous rages, but he was more angry than I've ever seen him. He scared me.
Thank you, Mrs. O'Malley. No further questions.
Mr. Medlock?
Mrs. O'Malley, did the DA tell you that you did not have to come here and testify today?
Yes.
So you, of your own free will, volunteered to come here and testify against David O'Malley?
Yes.
You mad at him?
Higher education. How come the only thing you talk about is me? Because you don't belong.
Do you want to see your husband go to prison?
I believe that David killed Sam Chandler.
Oh, so you're here for justice, not vengeance.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Mrs. O'Malley, isn't it true that you have had affairs?
Yes.
And aren't they often the act of angry person?
Yes, I suppose they can be.
But you chose to testify against the man who bought the very dress that you're wearing, provided clothing, housing for you, your every need, the entire 15 years that you were married. Is this the way you show your gratitude?
Madlock, I'm not a vindictive woman.
Couldn't prove it by me. Now you've testified that David O'Malley is a jealous, possessive man. How did he demonstrate that to you?
Well, he would get furious if I were just going to go have lunch with a man. He would order me not to go.
What did you do? What he said?
No.
Oh, and did he rave and yell and become very unpleasant?
Yes, he would scream at me if I just danced with a younger man at a club.
Does the name Edward Campbell mean anything to you?
Yes, Edward is a close old friend of David's and mine.
He's a closer friend to you than David, isn't he? In fact, isn't it true that you had an affair with Mr. Campbell 7 years ago?
Yeah.
Even though Mr. Campbell lives in New York, he does have a telephone. Surely you must know that someone from my office has spoken with him. You're under penalty of perjury.
We had an affair.
And this husband, this jealous, possessive man, found out.
Yes.
But he didn't rave and yell or even go after Mr. Campbell, did he? He forgave you, didn't he?
Yes, that time he did, but he was always fighting with me and screaming at me because of other men.
Come on, Mrs. O'Malley. If that were true, your housekeeper, Shirley Lipton, would have heard at least some of the fights.
Oh, yes, she did. Shirley heard them.
Shirley Lipton is prepared to testify. David O'Malley is not a jealous, possessive man. Quite the contrary. He loved you so much. He forgave your affairs and indulged your whims. There were no fights. There were no jealous rages, as you call them. Isn't that a true picture of David O'Malley?
You can just trot Shirley out here on her crutches and get all the sympathy you want, but the fact is she's lying.
Move to strike the witness's last statement.
So ordered.
It ruined my whole
I don't know what y'all say, man, but I ain't taking no reparations because as a black man, I got my and my dignity.
Your Honor, may I have a half-hour recess?
And your brothers ain't letting no money get by.
Is everything all right, Mr. Mason?
I'm not sure.
Jews didn't get money, dog. Holocaust survivors.
Take an hour. We'll call it lunch. We're adjourned until 1:15.
When we watch something bump.
Thank you.
Wow. I know you gotta catch a flight. You ruined my day. You knew this was coming. Oh my gosh.
This man literally goes to the club. He claims that he likes their wings.
What are you
This is my fiance.
Somebody else been getting your mama's jelly cookies. That show is still on?
Well, they're on season 49. Word travels fast.
Ain't that about a thriller?
So everywhere you look, there's opportunity.
My sources say you can recite pi to the 100th digit. Care to demonstrate?
Who put the ram in the Ramalama-Ding-Da?
What is the deal with airplane food?
And where does the time go?
Forget it! I'm out of here, you bunch of weirdos.
We need
Wonder what
restraint.
she wanted. Well, she should relax with some classic MST3K for free over on the MST Pluto channel. We should too.
Oh, yeah!
Please try to teach our kids something other
Back
than
on Paramount now.
And please, black people, be on time for something other than 3 before 11 at the club. You know what? That was a passionate and surprisingly well-articulated argument.
Can I have a seat right here?
That's
good. I have a few things I need to run through before we go into the courtroom.
Of course.
Now, how long has it been since you've seen Mrs. O'Malley?
It was 6 months ago when she fired me.
Have you talked to her since then?
Once.
Miss Lipton, are you aware that perjury is considered a serious crime in the state and is punished severely?
Why are you telling me this?
I want you to also know that at this very moment, my investigator is going over your back records.
Oh, no, that's okay, Grandma. I'm going to be out back.
Is that a problem?
All right. I'll see you.
How did Susan O'Malley know that you're using crutches? You only broke your leg 2 days ago. You say you haven't spoken with her in months.
Well, maybe David told her.
David told me he hadn't spoken with her since the night before the murder. Somebody's lying. David O'Malley is paying you, isn't he?
Yes.
And he is a jealous, possessive man, and they did have loud, ugly fights, didn't they?
Yes.
Miss Lipton, give him his money back.
What the hell are you doing?
You had her. Why'd you let her go? You set me up. What? It was a dumb move, David.
I don't know what you're talking.
You staged all this. Somehow you got Susan on that stand. You paid Shirley to lie. You filled me with lies so I could take Susan apart.
Crazy.
A lying, cheating wife. Worst possible witness. She'd make the DA look desperate, discredit his case, make it look weak and without merit. And you arranged all that.
You're actually standing there.
Power. I guess a fuse blew out.
I need to run through before we go into the courtroom.
Of course.
Now, how long has it been since you've seen Mrs. O'Malley?
It was 6 months ago when she fired me.
Have you talked to her since then?
Once.
Miss Lipton, are you aware that perjury is considered a serious crime in this state and is punished severely?
Why are you telling me this?
I want you to also know that at this very moment, my investigator is going over your bank records.
Oh.
Is that a problem? How did Susan O'Malley know that you're using crutches? You only broke your leg 2 days ago, and you say you haven't spoken with her in months?
Well, maybe David told her.
David told me he hadn't spoken with her since the night before the murder. Somebody's lying. David O'Malley is paying you, isn't he?
Yes.
And he is a jealous, possessive man, and they did have loud, ugly fights, didn't they?
Yes.
Miss Lipton, give him his money back.
What the hell are you doing?
You had her. Why'd you let her go? You set me up. What? It was a dumb move, David.
I don't know what you're talking.
You staged all this. Somehow you got Susan on that stand. You paid Shirley to lie. You filled me with lies so I could take Susan apart.
Crazy.
A lying, cheating wife. Worst possible witness. She'd make the DA look desperate, discredit his case, make it look weak and without merit. And you arranged all that.
You're actually standing there accusing me of this?
Shirley admitted it. I know your wife cheated on you, and I know you're madder than hell, and I don't blame you. How in the world did you get Susan on that stand? You're not back together again.
I'll tell you how I got her back on the stand. By explaining to her that it was in her best interest if she wanted a speedy, lucrative divorce settlement.
I'll tell you the truth. I'd love to drop this damn case. You've lied to me. You've perverted a system of justice you're sworn to uphold.
Ben, you want to drop the case? There's obviously nothing I can do about it, but do me a favor. Don't stand here and try and tell me that you've won all your cases by playing it straight, because I know better. I know you. You're like me. You like to win, and you will bend the rules.
No. Not all this.
What are you gonna do?
Don't know.
Gonna quit?
Don't know.
Ben Matlock's office.
Ben Matlock. Yeah. Be there in a half hour. Jack Rinaldi. Hey, don't go in there. You'll spook Jack Rinaldi.
Hey!
Viacom.
We find the defendant, Samuel Chandler.
There, thanks. Well, somebody killed that old man. They're trying to kill us.
Jack Rinaldi?
No, he wouldn't use his own name.
Well, then it had to be someone who knew we were looking for. Vicky Mariani knew.
No.
Okay, Detective Cox, David O'Malley.
Did Did Bobby Boyd know you were at Vicky what's her name's house?
I don't think so. Why?
I think it may very well have been Bobby Boyd, maybe some of his friends.
Mr. Boyd. I heard from Jack.
Where is he?
I don't know. Look here, I wanted to give you a message.
Okay.
Jack says that you and your friends got 2 days to put $500,000 into his offshore account, or he'll give the tape to the police.
Miss Mariani, you came to pay our respects to Sam Chandler. Whatever you need to discuss, can wait till tomorrow.
Excuse me.
Well, gentlemen.
Matlock, are you all right?
No.
What happened?
Somebody tried to blow me and my friend here to Kingdom Come, but you didn't quite make it. And I know that one of you killed Sam Chandler. I know that as good as I'm standing here. And I know that one of you suckered me into going down to that warehouse. You may not know it, but you killed an innocent man, but you were trying to kill me. One of you. And I'll get you for that.
Shut up, old man.
Come on, come on.
Take it easy, Matlock. I think you're making a terrible mistake. What have we done to make you so angry at us?
One of you, or maybe all of you, tried to kill me.
What do you think?
We did it. I'm certain of it.
Excuse me. I'll meet you back at the car. Allow me.
What gave me away?
The legs.
Thank you.
Well, Miss Page, heard a lot about you.
All bad, I'm sure.
I'm going to go home and change, and I'll meet you at David O'Malley's office.
I'll get fired if you tell David you saw me. Vicky Mariani had a little chat with Bobby Boyd inside. Now, I couldn't hear every word, but it sounded like Jack Rinaldi is blackmailing Bobby and his friends.
Over what?
She didn't say.
Angela, didn't I tell you not to go to that service today?
David, I was just trying to help.
Go clean out your office. Jessica will arrange your severance. I can't have employees that don't follow instructions.
David, can't we discuss this?
Yeah, what if...
No, we cannot. I'm sorry.
Ben? Hey. Let me help you.
Excuse me.
I feel awful.
Your boss shouldn't have gone to David. I told him what would happen.
I'm sorry.
And what about you? What are you doing here?
I don't know. Saying goodbye, I guess.
You're sweet. But if you're ever up in the city, you give me a call.
Okay, I will.
I mean it.
But I think I have an idea of how to find Jack Rinaldi.
Yeah?
Yeah.
nation's favorite antiques experts. All right, viewers, with £200 each. A classic car and a go to scar Britain for antiques.
Fire. Yes.
Sold, going, gone. The aim to make the biggest profit at auction, but it's no mean feat. 50p. There'll be worthy winners and valiant losers. Ow! This is the Antique Road Trip.
Today you're risking everything to save others. Nothing's more Starfleet than that.
Stream with your family.
For you. Who are they from?
A friend.
I'd like to meet this guy. He must be the greatest.
Chancellor.
It'll take me about 3 hours to get to Jackson.
You going to Jacksonville on Hodge?
Not a hunch.
Now who?
Hi, my name's Jack Rinaldi. I travel a lot and I lost my credit card. I'm not sure where. I was wondering if you could tell me where I used a card last. Rinaldi. Rinaldi. Yeah, Jack. 7433011401468.
You get that note?
On a credit card receipt at Vicky Mariani's. Yeah. That's what I thought. Thanks a lot.
Jacksonville?
Jacksonville.
Call me when you get there.
One other thing. I saw Detective Cox. He has Vicky Mariani's office building staked out.
So?
It's odd, isn't it?
Yeah. Seems like you'd have one of his men do it.
Hey, you got 40 minutes of continuous music from WDRN Jacksonville, playing rock and roll on your own road.
I'm Jackie Wilson. I'm with the city.
What do you want?
We're checking all the houses in the neighborhood to see if the pipes are insulated with asbestos.
I guess it's okay.
Well, I guess I'll start with the kitchen.
That'll be fine.
We're taking you back to the old school,
Man, what you been up to?
Same old, same old.
where kids are kids.
Hi.
Mom knows best,
If you've got a problem, you need to come up with a solution.
and family comes first.
What's going on, man?
Oh my God, this is it. We had the best time this afternoon.
That's right, no rules, just fun, baby.
Watch Black Throwbacks on Pluto TV.
Okay, so what does this mean? Let's go.
Well done. Get up. Come on, wake up.
How you feel?
I feel like I've been hit with a bat. Why did you do that?
We saw you sneaking around.
Vicky tells me you're the guy who was looking for me in Atlanta. Why?
I'm investigating Sam Chandler's murder.
What's that got to do with me?
Sit down. Okay, sorry.
Why are you here?
Because Bobby Boyd's looking for you. Because you're blackmailing him and Al Brockman and Jim Steinbach, and it all has something to do with Sam Chandler's murder.
You just went through a lot of trouble for nothing.
Okay, go on. Okay.
Detective Goss, how's it going?
Partner, always busy this time of year.
I hear you got the Warner Realty building staked out. Keeping an eye on Vicky Mariotti?
Yeah.
You on it yourself?
Yeah. I figure that Jack Rinaldi might just have something to do with that warehouse.
Yeah, might have something to do with Sam Chandler's death.
Whoa. We got the right guy on that one. Got him dead to rights.
Got anything on the burglary out at Sam Chandler's?
No, not so far. I'll see you.
I hear you're a skier.
Yeah. Why, you too?
Oh, no, I've never been on skis in my life. I hear you got a place out west.
Little condo.
Big dollars, I bet, huh?
You know what they say? Life's expensive. Then you die.
You know, Jack, you got a problem.
I've got a problem?
Because if I found you, chances are Bobby Boyd will find you too.
I'll be out of the country in 24 hours.
You can't run from these guys.
Huh?
Come back to Atlanta with me.
You're nuts.
I can get you in the witness protection plan.
You offer me protection.
Now think about it. See, that could be Bobby Boyd right now.
Vicky tells me you're the guy who was looking for me in Atlanta. Why?
I'm investigating Sam Chandler's murder.
What's that got to do with me?
Sit down. Okay, sorry.
Why are you here?
Because Bobby Boyd's looking for you. Because You're blackmailing him and Al Brockman and Jim Steinbach, and it all has something to do with Sam Chandler's murder.
You just went through a lot of trouble for nothing.
Okay, go.
Detective Cox, how's it going?
Martin, always busy this time of year.
Yeah. I hear you got the Warner Realty building staked out. Keeping an eye on Vicky Mariotti?
Yeah.
You on it yourself?
Yeah. I figure that Jack Rinaldi might just have something to do with that warehouse.
Yeah, it might have something to do with Sam Chandler's death.
Whoa. We got the right guy on that one. Got him dead to rights.
Yeah. Got anything on the burglary out at Sam Chandler's?
No, not so far. I'll see you.
Okay. I hear you're a skier.
Yeah. Why, you too?
Oh, no, I never been on skis in my life. I hear you got a place out west.
Little condo.
Big dollars, I bet.
You know what they say? Life's expensive. Then you die.
You know, Jack, you got a problem.
I've got a problem?
Because if I found you, chances are Bobby Boyd will find you too.
Oh, that's no these?
I'll be out of the country in 24 hours.
You can't run from these guys.
Huh?
Come back to Atlanta with me.
Get up here because
I can get you in the witness protection plan.
You offer me protection?
Now think about it. See, that could be Bobby Boyd right now.
Hi. That'll be $12.60.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a 20.
Hey, you order the pizza, you pay.
I didn't order a pizza.
Neither did I.
It said 1223 Ardell.
Yeah, well, that's the address, but we didn't order a pizza.
I probably should call. Oh, would you look at this? There's no pizza in here. There's a gun. Okay, get your hands on top of your head. Over to the table. Move it.
Unbelievable.
Let's go.
We gotta take him.
No way.
Jack, they're gonna find you and kill you.
We gotta go.
No, I came all the way down here to get him. I'm not leaving without him.
Get it? No.
Get out!
I go back to Atlanta. I'm dead in 24 hours. There's no jail. Nothing will be safe for me.
Conrad.
Okay, fine. You got it. Jack, you got company. Come on, take a look.
I look stupid.
About 30 seconds, you're gonna look dead. Come on.
I need one for Bobby Boyd.
Out the back door. Come on, what about you? I got a place for a couple of days. So let's ask Mr. Rinaldi the question that brought us all here. Who killed Sam Chandler?
I don't know.
You mean you won't say?
No, I mean, I don't know.
And what about the blackmail?
That has nothing to do with the murder.
What's it got to do with?
Jack, thanks to us, Bobby Boyd's boys are in Jacksonville and you're not.
Yeah. This tape is a one-way ticket to the state pen for Bobby Boyd and Al Brockman and Jim Steinbach.
What's on it?
I told you it has nothing to do with the murder.
Bobby Boyd did not send those guys down here to deliver the money.
I know.
What are you going to do with the tape? I know a detective in the Atlanta PD. I can give him a call.
That is how it is done. Watch PBR Ride Pass now on Pluto TV. So where you go, I know you're just going to run us out of business. Can't deal with this anymore. The problem is carpenter. And let's eliminate the problem. That's my way of having a guy running the local.
The DA's gonna love this.
Who's Carpenter?
Ron Carpenter. He was president of Local 721 International Brotherhood of Teamsters. Disappeared about 6 years ago, one day without a trace. Nobody, no nothing.
Just like Jimmy Hoffa.
Yep, no one knows what happened. And we'll know. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna run this over to the DA, but I don't see how this helps you, Ben. What's it got to do with Sam Chandler's death? I don't know. Well, you know what they say. What? Ain't nothing easy.
I've got to go. I'll talk to you later.
All right. She followed me.
Yeah.
He didn't fire.
I
don't know. A big one?
Well, what do you think?
It's a lie?
Detective Cox killed Jack Rinaldi.
You know.
Probably planted that bomb for us.
Yeah. So, that tape somehow has got to be connected with Sam Chandler's death.
Okay, well, I can do it again.
Hmm?
Hi, Bobby. How you doing?
What do you want to see me about, Dave?
Take a seat.
What'd you do? Ring? You already got the ring?
It's about a tape. Jack Rinaldi's tape.
Afraid I don't know what that is, Dave.
No? Well, it's a recording of a meeting you had about 6 years ago. Al Brackman, Jim Steinbach, and Sam Chandler. When they
before if you planned the murder of Ron Carpenter, the ex-president of Local 721 of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters.
You accusing me of murder, Dave?
I'm not.
Who is?
I guess you didn't hear. Jack Rinaldi got himself popped early this morning. The Atlanta police have that tape now. Oh, and apparently, Al Brackman spent the better part of the afternoon talking with Lieutenant Brooks.
What's Al talking to the police about?
Gee, I don't know, Bobby. What do you think?
Al's setting somebody up.
Well, the word is that Brackman told the cops that you were the one who set up the hit on Ron Carpenter.
Really?
He said you were the one who put out the contract.
That's a lie.
And you were the one who paid it off.
I don't believe this.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. It's just what I heard. They do have a full-scale investigation going. And the word is they're about 24 hours away from pressing charges.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
You don't think Al Brackman would sell you out?
come from
You're wrong.
me.
The man's a common criminal.
What?
First of all, I'm a businessman.
You can skip the disclaimers with me.
Second, Bobby Boyd and Jim Steinbeck have known me my entire life. They know I'd never go to the police, and I'd never sell them out.
You've also never faced murder one charges before, have you?
I did not go to the police.
Then tell Bobby and Jim.
Son of...
They're your good friends. Talk to them. I'm sure they'll listen.
You're trying to set me up. They'll never believe you.
Now, Mr. Brackman, would you excuse us? Mr. O'Malley and I need to talk.
Can't this wait?
No. It's all yours.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Don't bother. Your secretary told me where I could find you.
What are you going to do, yell at me? Yeah, you're going to yell at me. You're going to yell at me for investigating, for doing what I do for a living, which I'm damn good at. I know the Al Brackmans of the world a lot better than you do. I spend my life working with scum like this. This close, David!
I've made a kind of peace with myself on this. I know you're not going to stay out of it. It's against your nature. I guessed when you fired Angela, you weren't firing her. So I'm just politely asking, when you are going to do something, let me know so we don't get in each other's way. Fair?
Fair.
Because if you keep going off on your own, I'm going to deck you.
Okay.
I can't drop the case now. I'm too close.
I said, okay, man. Okay.
I had some thoughts about the tape.
Well, let's hear them.
Jack Rinaldi testified against Sam Chandler.
I know that. I represented him in the trial.
Yeah. But see, he could have mentioned the tape.
But he didn't.
I know he did. He could have hung Sam.
Yeah, but he did because he wanted to blackmail Sam Chandler and the others.
Yeah, that violent, ruthless man. And ordinarily he wouldn't stand still for black.
Damn right he would.
But he had a problem. That tape
was
very dangerous to him.
But he couldn't lay a finger on Jack
He
Rinaldi.
was outside,
The
came
finger
inside.
back at him.
And that's why they had to take Sam out first so they could get to Jack Rinaldi.
That's right. So we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, because
So
he was
where is
here. The Aaron left.
I have her telling Al
Caught him back. Yeah, we was outside.
I have
couldn't see him too much, right?
So we're getting somewhere.
Hell no. You
This
just
is
seen
good.
two
This
black
is good.
people
You know, you
sitting
stick with me
outside.
and you're going to learn how to do
That's
this.
what they were.
Grit,
He had left
determination,
came this
and a
way.
big set of horns. Do you have what it takes? He's down. That is how it is done. Watch PBR Ride Pass Now on Pluto TV.
Both the Iron Chef and Challenger have 1 hour to tackle the key ingredient of the day. Using all their senses, skills, creativity, they're prepared
If you seen the camera, then you would have seen the camera. You fixing my motherfucking bike and you're not doing
the
that.
Challenger wins over the Iron Chef, he or she will gain the people's ovation and fame forever.
Yeah, man,
What
you didn't do
inspiration
nothing,
will
so.
today's Challenger bring? And
What you
how
do
will
when
the Iron
it's
Chef
half
fight
decent?
back? The heat will be on.
Mr. Boyd, you have a brother and a sister, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And you're very fond of both.
Yes.
And isn't it true that you were friends with the deceased, Sam Chandler? In fact, for a while, he even dated your sister, Kathy Boyd.
They went out for a while.
And then, unless I'm mistaken, he very abruptly cut it off with your sister, and she was very hurt. You were angry.
Yes.
Did you say anything to Mr. Chandler?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Sam and I had a business relationship. This had nothing to do with it.
Sam Chandler had a very powerful political and business network throughout the entire state, didn't he?
Yes.
And often when he found particular business opportunities, he'd give you a piece of the action.
Sam was very good to me that way.
He brought you into the bar business and then allowed you to buy him out. He gave you a minority share of his trucking concern. The fact is, you needed Sam Chandler a lot more than he needed you. So when he so cruelly dumped your sister, there wasn't anything you could do about it. That must have burned you up. Well, this is the tape that was taken from Jack Rinaldi's body. You know about this tape.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if I told you that this tape is a record of 4 men, including yourself, conspiring to murder a local Teamsters Union president, and that Jack Rinaldi was using it to blackmail you, would you then know about the tape?
Not at all.
You know, I run into this kind of stuff, cases like this, all the time. I guess that's why I know where to look. If people trip themselves up, I ask the same questions so often, I kind of embarrass myself. But here we go. Now, Mr. Boyd, this is a bank statement. It's your bank statement. See, Boyd, right there. Now, look right here. You withdrew $115,000 from your account just 13 days before Sam Chandler was murdered. And this is Jack Rinaldi's bank statement. And see, he deposited that same amount on the same day into his account. Now, do you know about this tape?
Objection. Relevancy.
Relevance? It goes to motive.
Mr. Matlock.
Relevance?
Mr. Matlock.
The money. Why'd you give it to him?
I wasn't the only one paying him.
No, there were 4 of you. And that's why you were meeting at Todd's Grill that night that my client saw you. You were deciding whether or not to continue paying Jack Rinaldi, weren't you?
I refused to answer on the grounds that it might incriminate me.
Sam Chandler told you not to lay a finger on Jack Rinaldi because everyone would assume that he had done it because Jack testified against him about that big cocaine deal. He told you that if anything happened to Jack Rinaldi, he'd come after you. And that's what you and Al Brackman and Jim Steinbach were arguing with Sam Chandler about that night, weren't you?
Did Al Brackman tell you this?
What difference does it make, weren't you?
Al Brackman and Jim Steinbach have the same motive as me. Why don't you go after them?
Because they have one thing you don't have. An alibi for the time Sam Chandler was murdered.
What are you talking about? I told you. I was in bed with my girlfriend that morning. Renee Thornton.
That's not true, is it? This is a traffic ticket for speeding, issued at 6:30 a.m. the morning Sam Chandler was murdered. If you recognize the signature at the bottom. Mr. Boyd.
It's Renee's signature.
Now, unless Miss Thornton can be in two places at once, I think you're mistaken about being with her that morning.
Bush, where the hell were you?
The larger and more relevant question is where were you?
I was with a friend.
What's your friend's name?
I can't tell you that.
Your Honor, instruct the witness to answer.
Guess it doesn't matter. Cops tailed me there anyway. I was with Pedro Cruz.
The Pedro Cruz? Drugs?
Yeah. We're having breakfast. I guess, we should call a couple of Knox as alibi witnesses, huh?
I'll be damned. Nothing further. We got him on conspiracy. We know he's one of the group that did in that union later. Now we got him. About that big cocaine deal. He told you that if anything happened to Jack Rinaldi, he'd come after you. And that's what you and Al Brackman and Jim Steinbach were arguing with Sam Chandler about that night, weren't you?
Did Al Brackman tell you this?
What difference does it make, weren't you?
Al Brackman and Jim Steinbach have the same motive as me. Why don't you go after them?
Because they have one thing you don't have. An alibi for the time Sam Chandler was murdered.
What are you talking about? I told you. I was in bed with my girlfriend that morning. Renee Thornton.
That's not true, is it? This is a traffic ticket for speeding, issued at 6:30 a.m. the morning Sam Chandler was murdered. You recognize the signature at the bottom? Mr. Boyd.
It's Renee's signature.
Now, unless Miss Thornton can be in two places at once, I think you're mistaken about being with her that morning.
Bush, where the hell were you?
The larger and more relevant question is where were you?
I was with a friend.
What's your friend's name?
I can't tell you that.
Your Honor, instruct the witness to answer.
Guess it doesn't matter. Cops tailed me there anyway. I was with Pedro Cruz.
The Pedro Cruz? Drugs?
Yeah. We're having breakfast. I guess, we should call a couple of Knox as alibi witnesses, huh?
I'll be damned. Nothing further. We got him on conspiracy. We know he's one of the group that did in that union later. Now we got him on reload.
We didn't get him on Sam Chandler.
No. We'll have to get somebody else on that.
Take a look at this. Something provocative. Gotta be here.
We all need an identity. We have to be friends with ourselves.
I caught a cheat.
To the people.
We're gonna have order in this court.
That was sensational.
Tell me something I don't know.
Cool, huh? That was fun. Come on, somebody. Let the game begin.
I'm gonna know this tape by heart pretty soon.
There's got to be something there.
We should bring someone in. Can our guy get Carpenter's schedule? No problem. Why don't we see if there's any good opportunities in the next couple of weeks?
What is it?
You know, every time I listen to this tape, I think something's wrong.
Yeah.
Listened, and I've listened, and you know what it is? It's not what's on the tape. It's what's not on the tape. Well, now at least I know who we're looking for. Now this is the much talked about audio tape recorded at a meeting 6 years ago. Are you aware there's a conversation on this tape about the murder of Ron Carpenter of Local 721 Teamsters?
Yes, sir, I am.
And the Atlanta Police Department questioned you about this cassette, didn't they?
Yes, sir. They wanted to know if I had any knowledge of Mr. Carpenter's death.
Did you?
No, sir, I did not.
Huh. You know, that's strange, because Bobby Boyd indicated that you were at that meeting 6 years ago where the murder of Ron Carpenter was discussed.
Mr. Boyd's memory is mistaken. I was not at that meeting.
Oh, well, that explains.
Explain what?
Well, Bobby Boyd and Jim Steinbach were both being blackmailed by Jack Rinaldi, and they assumed that you were too, but your voice is nowhere to be found on this tape.
I wasn't at that meeting.
So you were not being blackmailed by Jack?
No, sir, I was not.
Well, you know, that brings up an odd question. If Sam Chandler and Bobby Boyd and Jim Steinbach were the only ones at that meeting, who made the tape? I mean, certainly not one of them.
I haven't the faintest idea.
There's something else strange about this tape too. If you listen to it carefully, there are some like inappropriate pauses. And sometimes the conversation doesn't flow. Sometimes you'll hear a little kind of a glitch. You know? So I had this tape analyzed by an expert, and it's been edited. The tape's been edited. This expert is prepared to testify that somebody who really knew what he was doing spent a lot of time on this tape. Now, Mr. Brackman, would you have any idea who had the tape edited?
No, I do not.
But you did know Jack Rinaldi.
Yes, I did.
He worked for your father 10 years ago, didn't he?
Yes. He also worked for Sam Chandler and Bobby Boyd.
Oh, who was he working for when he testified against Sam Chandler?
Police.
I think he was working for you. And I think you were at that meeting. And I think you edited your voice off this tape. And I think that Jack Rinaldi was working for you because you were the only one who gave him this tape, weren't you?
Objection. Relevancy. Does it really matter who he was employed by?
It matters a lot. It matters a lot. It matters a lot.
Stay.
We're taking you back to the old school,
Man, what you been up to?
Same old, same old.
where kids are kids.
Hi.
Mom knows best,
If you've got a problem, you need to come up with a solution.
and family comes first.
What's going on?
Oh, he was explain.
Oh my God, this is it. We had the best time this afternoon.
That's right, no rules, just fun, baby. Watch Black Throwbacks on Pluto TV. The nation's favorite celebrities.
Ooh, I like that.
Paired up with an expert
Oh, we've had so fun, haven't we?
and a classic car.
It feels as if we go quite fast.
Their mission to scar Britain for antiques.
Fantastic. I do that in slow mo.
The aim to make the biggest profit at auction.
Come on, boys.
Put your pedal to the metal. This is the Celebrity Antiques Road Trip. Yeah.
Have one final frontier yet to come.
All right, let's go at this from a different direction. Who was Arthur Samosa?
He's a very dear friend of mine.
Is this East?
He died about 10 years ago. Freak accident.
10 years ago. It was a bomb under the hood of the car, wasn't it?
That was the speculation at the time.
Well, whose car was he driving?
My father's.
What was he doing in your father's car?
He was bringing it around front to my father.
Oh, so we can assume that bomb was meant for your father, can't we? Did you ever find out who put it there?
No.
You know, things were very different in Atlanta 10 years ago. There was a real struggle, control of drugs in the city. And your father appeared to be emerging as the winner until that bomb. And then the newspapers were all full of speculation. Bobby Boyd or Jim Steinbach or Sam Chandler was responsible.
My father never believed that, and neither did I.
Oh, I believe so. Just stands to reason. You and your father had to know that if you retaliated, there'd be an all-out war. So you waited. You waited and you waited till you could not be implicated in Ron Carpenter's murder. And then you edited this tape and gave it to Jack Rinaldi. He used excerpts to blackmail the others. And then when the time came, you knew where he would be and you knew he would be alone. You killed Sam Chandler.
I was sleeping with my wife the morning Sam Chandler was killed. You can call her to the stand and she'll testify to it.
Yeah, I know she would. Your wife loves you very much. You wear a medical alert bracelet because you're allergic to penicillin.
Yes, I do.
You have it on now and you wear it always?
Yes.
The autopsy on Sam Chandler says that the index finger on his right hand was broken at the time of death. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
And according to several tests by the medical examiner, it was determined that that finger was broken shortly before Mr. Chandler died. But no one's able to determine how it was broken. You remember that day you and I met in the park, you out by Travel Town by the trains?
Oh, yes, I do.
You were wearing your medical alert bracelet at that time.
Of course.
No, you weren't.
Where did you get those?
Well, I took some of these pictures for you, if you remember. Remember? Oh, and this morning, when you left the house, the police arrived with a warrant, and they got these pictures for me. And as you can see, you are not wearing your bracelet. See, there's a blow. Why not?
I don't know.
Did you break it?
I forget.
How?
I don't remember.
Do you know where you broke it?
No, what difference does it make?
Well, here's a gentleman, Mr. Vincent Murata. Recognize him? He will testify that he repaired the clasp on your bracelet. It appeared to him that someone had torn that clasp apart, as if it were ripped right off your arm. And I think that's what happened. you shot Sam Chandler. He knew it was you. He saw you. He knew about the bracelet. He saw it just before he died. He grabbed it, ripped it off your arm in hopes it would identify you as his killer. And that's how he broke his finger. And that's why you're not wearing your bracelet in these pictures. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that may not be sufficient proof of indictment, but it is sufficient to cast reasonable doubt as to the guilt of my client. And it's enough for the good officers of the Atlanta Police Department to launch an investigation. And when they do, I'm sure they'll find that you were not at home with your wife that day. You were somewhere else. They'll find somebody who saw you headed out towards Sam's place. Maybe heard the shot. Maybe saw you going back again. Pretty soon you'll find yourself back in here. You won't be sitting there. You'll be sitting over there in hopes someone can defend you. Nothing further.
Have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. We find the defendant, David O'Malley, not guilty.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. This court stands adjourned.
Here they come. Mr. Matlock, can I have some photos, please?
Check me. Thank you, Ben. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Malley, were you worried?
With Ben Matlock representing me? Never.
You never thought about taking over your own defense?
Not for a minute. This man's the best. I would never consider trying to second guess.
Want to go to Temple's to celebrate?
Yeah, what do you think?
What's Temple?
It's a bar, right? It's got music, drinks, and good food. There's a booth in the back that's good for us, and they can sit in front, of course.
Jim.
There are no windows. One door. It's made of reinforced steel. It's impenetrable.
What's the activating pressure on the floor, Jim?
A piece of paper will set off the alarm, will it?
So I'll make sure that my feet never touch the floor.
All right, now we've made special arrangements to have any calls that Costa makes to the New York telephone booth transferred to us.
How long is their control, Jim?
24 hours. Because of their fear of bugging devices, they communicate telephone booth to telephone booth only. And as an added precaution, every 24 hours they change booths. How about the voices, Ron?
This is Marcos. Mr. V will be on in a minute.